Hello again, Guardians, and welcome back to the channel for another Destiny 2 video. Now, before we get started, every single week I like to do a giveaway for my subscribers, and I'm also giving away 3 copies of Destiny 2 for the occasion. If you want to enter in for any of these giveaways, the details are on the screen now. All you have to do is pause the video, read the instructions, and enter in for the giveaways. Now, to get into this video, we are going over some Destiny 2 information thanks to all of the reveal trailer footage we got from E3 2017 in LA. Now, I'm really excited for this, so if you haven't seen the trailer yet, let's break it down for you. Here you go.
Welcome to a world without light. You are weak, undisciplined, cowering behind walls. I command you. Conquered world, waged war across the galaxy to prove my worth. I alone am worthy of the traveler's light. You're not brave. You've merely forgotten the fear of death. Allow me to reacquaint you.
Every time, Guardians, I get a new piece of information to drop, or a new trailer to watch, I get even more excited about what Bungie and Activision are doing with the sequel and the series of Destiny. This franchise is going to be revolutionized with Destiny 2, and with the new armor, the new weapons, the new ships, the new story, the new graphics, I get even more blown away every time I see something new to talk about. So let's break down this trailer. We're going to talk about just the information in the trailer. We have more information to talk about on this channel, so please, if you haven't already, press that subscribe button and hit the little bell to turn on notifications. But let's just talk about the brand new trailer of E3 2017 really quick and go over all the new information that we received at Bungie. Very first thing, the face behind Ghaul. We finally know what Ghaul looks like. We finally know the face of our enemy, the person that we're going to have to be facing to battle. Now, we've got a little bit of information about where Ghaul came from and who he's listening to, and we actually know that Ghaul isn't the only bad guy that we have to be facing in Destiny 2, but we're going to talk about that in a later video. That's not a part of the trailer. What is a part of the trailer is we do know who Ghaul is, we know Gary, we know that we have to defeat him, and he's a white Cabal badass, and his armor looks pretty sweet. But ultimately, we're going to have to kill him. Hopefully, eventually. Now, we also know a bit more of the pieces behind the story and how Ghaul is attacking the tower, and he actually does show up to the tower and pretty much takes over everything. He also pushes a Titan over the edge, and he tells the Guardians that they have to be relearned about how to fear death. Death is one thing that the Guardians don't fear because they have the light. But we all know the Cabal take away the Traveler's light, and now we're blocked away from our abilities. We cannot be resurrected by our ghosts. Our ghosts don't have their powers anymore. They're not being operated by the Traveler. Our ghosts, for all we know, are probably just sitting in our inventory waiting to be resurrected themselves, because right now our ghosts are no longer around at the beginning of the story of Destiny 2. And the Guardians now have the first glimpse as to what death truly means. And that's pretty scary. Now, I feel like if the Guardians do die, I feel like they will come back if we can release the Traveler's powers, but until then, the Guardians do have a fear of death. Moving on to the next thing are new exotics. Now, at the very end of the trailer, we've seen a brand new sniper rifle. We'll talk about that momentarily, but that is definitely an exotic. What we do know, though, is there's a possibility of other new exotics. Now, Bungie in the past has always featured multiple exotics in their trailers, and that's with Destiny. So if we think back to Destiny and we think of Destiny 2 now, there's a series of weapons that are showcased, one of which is a grenade launcher, a very ornate grenade launcher. It looks really interesting, and I feel like this might be an exotic grenade launcher. Moving on to the next one is the shotgun, which doesn't really look that amazing, but it does look different from what our shotguns normally look like. This shotgun looks like a old shotgun during the time period of where we live now. Jump ahead a little while, and now we've got Destiny weapons. But I feel like this shotgun might be the Kvostov of shotguns, if that makes any sense. Next up is going to be the sword. This sword blade looks very interesting. It looks completely different from any normal legendary sword that we've had other than the Void Fang. The Void Fang was a very interesting blade that was taken, and that's okay. Next up is the Dubious Volley being featured again with all of these other exotic weapons that are possibilities. So therefore, I kind of speculate that if the Dubious Volley and Sweet Business were featured with all of these other weapons, I feel all the other weapons that were featured at this segment of the trailer are exotics. And that's only speculation, guys, but I feel like at least some of them, not all of them, will be exotic. Moving on to the end of the trailer, we got to see some exclusives for PlayStation. PlayStation always has their exclusives, and we'll talk more about them in more detail, but let's just go over them really quickly in this video. Since we're going over the trailer, the exclusives were a big portion of that, and one is a strike known as Lake of Shadows, and it featured Taken enemies. Now that means that Taken are going to be a big portion in the enemy pool for us to fight in Destiny 2. Which means all the enemies from Destiny 1 are coming back into Destiny 2. We've got the Fallen, we've definitely got the Cabal, we've got the Vex, we've got the Hive, we've also got Siva, and we've also got Taken. Now, Taken and Siva might not play a huge role in the story of Destiny 2, but I feel like we're going to encounter them in several dungeons known as Lost Sectors, and also possibly a little bit inside of the Strikes, which is pretty awesome. So, next up is going to be the exclusive gear. We've got exclusive gear armor sets, which is pretty cool. I'm really excited about that because I've always liked the exclusive gear coming into Destiny when it came to the exclusive armor sets for PlayStation users. And then next up is the exclusive ship known as City Apex, which looked pretty cool in the short little glimpse that we had of actually taking a look at it. Then we have another exotic known as Borealis. Now it does read Borealis 03 on the side of the sniper rifle. I do believe it's made by Omalon, and this sniper rifle looks pretty awesome. It also changes from red when the perk procs. I'm not too sure what that perk is, but I think it might have something to do with the perk that Zen Meteor had, due to the fact that it does the exact same thing to the barrel when the perk does proc. Also, when you reload it, the perk goes away, and the sniper rifle turns from a red to a blue, which is really interesting. It's something new, something that we haven't really seen with any of the weapons in Destiny. Then we have the last thing to talk about, which is going to be the new PvP map exclusive known as Retribution. Now we didn't get to see too much of this map, but I'm really excited that PlayStation exclusivity is all over the place, from the armor, the weapons, the maps, the strikes, pretty much intertwined everywhere. Now, don't worry for you Xbox and PC users out there, all the exclusive content will come to your console and PC later on. So Guardians, I hope you're all excited, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please leave a like on the video, share it with your friends, leave some comments down below on any questions or concerns you may have about Destiny 2's trailer, or any information you'd like to ask me in general. And perfect time to subscribe if you haven't already for future Destiny 2 information and daily Destiny content. As always, I will be covering all this content religiously on the channel and keeping you all up to date with all of the new information we receive from Bungie and Activision. So please, if you haven't already and you have subscribed, press the little bell and turn on notifications to get notified when I upload a new video. And again, Guardians, stay violent, be privileged.
Oh, hi. VPG isn't here right now, but I guess you enjoyed the content. So over there's the logo you can click on. That will allow you to subscribe. More content up there, and behind the scenes daily content over here on the vlog channel. There you go. Enjoy!